Yo, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another reaction video. We got 10 crazy moments in NFL history that we will never see anything like again. Let's check this out.
The NFL is the ultimate form of theater.
Upright, crossbar.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, the double doink.
Season's going to end on a double doink.
I felt bad for Bears fans right there. Nigga, Cody Parkey was dog shit.
We have seen some pretty insane moments and stories over the years that almost defy logic. Let us take a look back at 10 of the most insane moments that we've ever seen. So much so that we will likely never see anything like it again.
Okay.
The Double Doink 2018. Sorry, Bears fans, this one might hit close to home. But there's just no better place to start this list than with Chicago, Cody Parkey, and the Double Doink. What makes it all the more painful is that Parkey actually made the first take at it, but it was nullified by a well-timed timeout from Eagles coach Doug Peterson.
Then that was smart.
Chicago, calamity struck. Parkey's potential game-winning field goal hit both the upright and the crossbar before falling back onto the field.
It is crazy,
resulting in a missed kick and a 16-15 victory.
Yo, that is crazy.
Major sliding
That's what they call ice the kicker.
History, as that kick completely changed the trajectory of Mitch Trubisky and Matt Nagy's careers in the Windy City. Antonio Brown's mid-game exit,
especially Trubisky.
The NFL is a league that is filled with high-paid athletes.
Bro, I remember, I don't think I was watching this game live. I remember seeing the clip on IG, bro. I thought he was joking, bro.
Antonio Brown.
But this nigga went off the fucking rails.
Ever seen, went from an unheralded
I'm like, yeah, I thought everything was cool again with him. He was starting to get back to his old self, and then
Brown has made a lot of questionable
CTE started kicking in again for this nigga
during his time in the NFL, and was often the center of controversy. But his grand finale was really something.
Yeah.
During his stint with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers,
he won a Super Bowl ring and just said fuck it
against the New York Jets midway through the third quarter. And following an argument with the coaching staff, he proceeded to remove his jersey, shoulder pads and all, firing some of the items into the stands, and ran across the end zone shirtless, waving to the crowd before exiting through the tunnel, never to be seen on an NFL field again. The novelty of this childlike tantrum was really something that I doubt we will ever see take place again. Tom Dempsey's 63-yard field goal, 1970. While Time eventually caught up with his record 63-yard
Does he only have one hand?
Dempsey's story is different. See, the legendary kicker was born without toes on his right foot and fingers on his right hand. And
shit!
He managed to kick a then record and frankly
hey, that's pure leg strength, bro.
Goal to give the New Orleans Saints a
I'm glad they made unique cleats for him.
The Detroit Lions. Think about that.
Damn.
The man was physically handicapped on his
The fact that he drilled a 63-yarder with half a foot says a lot about kickers nowadays who miss fucking 20-inch yard field goals and shit.
To suggest that we will not see that happen again anytime soon. Len Dawson smoking a cigarette during the Super Bowl.
Nigga, that nigga was stressed,
Everyone knows that the NFL is a completely different beast in terms of the way that players approach it from a wellness, nutrition, and preparation standpoint nowadays. But no single picture better encapsulates that than this still shot of Chiefs quarterback Len Dawson ripping a cigarette during halftime of the inaugural Super Bowl, which his Chiefs ended up losing, I might add. NFL historians will note that
yo, how you gonna smoke a cigarette and then lose, gang? That's tough.
After that, with players like Fred Biletnikoff, another Pro Football Hall of Famer, who smoked like a chimney. But as far as having a star player like Dawson front and center during the Super Bowl with a cigarette during the game, we will never see anything like that ever again. Not on football's grandest stage. Look, victory cigars are one thing, but with the way that the NFL and really American culture
John Madden, RP John Madden,
cigarettes, bro. I think it's safe to say that the mid-game heaters are likely a thing of the past. Heck, Mike McDaniel couldn't even get away with a little vaping action mid-game. Bo Jackson's Monday Night Football run, 1987. It is hard to.
Bo Jackson's one of the biggest what-if stories, man. If he wouldn't have gotten injured, like he would have broke so many records, gang.
Typically, when people think Bo,
this nigga was so fucking fast.
Two sports professionally, and then they wonder about what his career would have been had he just focused solely on one. or if he had just stayed healthy.
Yeah.
Rarely do people end up focusing on the way that he always seemed to deliver when the lights were at their brightest, like he did in late November of 1987 on Monday Night Football. NFL players made great runs long before Bo and have continued to since. But what the Los Angeles Raiders star did that fateful Monday will never be recreated.
Wow.
Jackson delivered an unforgettable 91-yard touchdown run against the Seattle Seahawks, not only putting his unmatched combination of speed and power on display, but also showing up Seahawks big shot linebacker Brian Bosworth. Then Jackson finished the play with his iconic burnout into the tunnel. I can only imagine just how viral this would have gone in modern times. Shoot, it basically went viral across not just at the time, but across generations predating social media. That's simply how iconic it was. Saints onside kick in Super Bowl 44.
Okay, bro, this screen grab right here looks crazy.
2010. Say what you will about former New Orleans Saints head coach Sean Payton, whose popularity has waned in recent years.
Why did it look like he had a bra on?
Saints head coach.
Why does it look like he has a bra?
Sean Payton, whose popularity has waned in recent years. But
what
the
the
he made
fuck,
to lead
bro?
into the second half of Super Bowl 44 was ballsy as it gets. New Orleans was trailing 10-6 against Peyton Manning and the high-flying Indianapolis Colts offense. A feeling that they needed to steal a possession to knock Indy back on their heels.
I think I remember
Peyton
this.
did the unthinkable and called for an onside kick, one to be taken in the highest of pressure situations, under the bright lights of the Super Bowl, with the entire world watching and the momentum of the game.
Future Hall of Fame coach.
In many ways, this was a higher stakes moment than an onside kick at the end of the game, because the Saints didn't have to do this. And if they failed to convert and the Colts went down and scored on the shortened field, which, let's face it, they probably would have, the game could have gone completely different. And all of the discussion afterwards would have been about how Peyton went over his skis thinking that he could channel his mentor Bill Parcells, who had
he used to be a coach for Dallas too?
Left his Giants over the Niners in the 90 NFC title game. This is why we will never see anything like this ever again. No coach in their right mind today would make this call.
Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell 100% would make this call, bro. Come on now. That's the only coach I can think of that would be that gutsy to do that.
Then Oakland Raiders and the New York Jets. Something happened that is unthinkable in today's world, where football is
anytime this nigga goes for it on 4th and 5 and shit,
has all the broadcasters
and constantly goes for twos.
In any case, at that time, the Raiders and Jets were two of the AFL's marquee teams, and this game featured 10 future Pro Football Hall of Famers. So needless to say, folks all around the country were eager to tune in to watch the action. And for the most part, the experience delivered. It was action-packed all the way up until the final minute of the game, with 65 seconds left, and the Jets kicked a field goal to take a 32-29 lead. The Raiders returned the subsequent kickoff to their 23, and the game then went to commercial, and never returned.
The Jets had the lead with 1 minute 5 seconds left.
That's right. NBC cut away to the movie Heidi, causing fans to miss the Raiders scoring 2 touchdowns in 9 seconds to win 43-32. This led to networks ensuring that football games are broadcast until their conclusion. The snowplow
That's
game.
fucked. I ain't gonna lie. I would have been heated.
It was mid-December. The year was 1982. And a seemingly innocuous AFC East showdown between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins somehow managed to make itself a part of NFL history.
They need to bring snow games back, bro, because whenever it like snows a lot, they move it to a different stadium, bro. We need a snow game like this year.
As one might
that shit is so fun to watch.
Miami was the other option, and it was played under, as you may have guessed, brutal, snowy conditions. It was a defensive battle throughout, with neither team able to break through and even get on the board. That is, until late in the fourth quarter, with the game still scoreless, the Patriots found themselves with an opportunity to take a 33-yard field goal. As the team lined up for the kick, Patriots head coach Ron Mayer called on the team's snowplow operator, a man on work release called Mark Henderson, to clear a spot on the field for the kicker with his trusty John Deere tractor.
Isn't that illegal?
Henderson did so swiftly and successfully, and John Smith converted the field goal try from the clip.
Isn't that illegal? Or no? Because I remember when somebody was using a towel to like wipe off a spot on the field, they got flagged for it. I thought shit like that was illegal.
3-0 lead and victory.
Like they could have been doing that shit the whole game.
Opposing head coach Don Shula. The use of the snowplow was controversial and actually led to some changes in the rules. Though Shula's initial protest fell on deaf ears, the NFL ultimately changed the rules so that way only league-sanctioned maintenance could be done mid-game, essentially ruling out any possibility of something like this ever happening.
Can That's cheating, bro. Like, what do you mean?
1971. This iteration of the AFC divisional playoff
this
game
helmet
between
looks
the Miami
crazy.
Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs took place on Christmas Day. And let's just say that there
Santa
were
Claus.
extra presents in the stockings, as fans got way more than they ever bargained for. The game started at 4 p.m. Eastern, but it went to a double overtime with over 82 minutes of playtime, and ultimately lasted over 7 freaking hours.
I mean, that's with
PM,
commercials.
which is insane to think about. That is almost a full double header in terms of runtime. This game went back and forth quite literally all day until Miami was finally able to seal the game with a 37-yard field goal towards the end of the second overtime. What's crazy about this one is that it was played under the old overtime rules too, meaning that it sat at 24-24 from the end of regulation for nearly 2 full periods. Considering the overtime rules have changed and the pace at which modern offenses are able to move the ball, I think it's highly unlikely that we will ever see something like this play out in an NFL game ever again. The miracle
In the playoffs in May, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have yet to. Oh wait, never mind. We have seen it in the Super Bowl with the overtime rules, but you know, it might happen, you know what I'm saying, sooner rather than later.
The Meadowlands,
where we get like 3
in a
overtimes in a
showdown
single
between both
NFL
NFC East
game.
rivals, the Philadelphia Eagles
That
and
shit
the
would be
Giants,
funny.
A shocking play happened that, quite frankly, I doubt we'll see it ever happen again. New York was leading 17-12 with just 31 seconds on the clock and had the ball, albeit deep in their own territory. All the Giants needed was a kneel to secure a victory, but for some
Oh yeah, why the hell y'all
Giants
running the
OC
ball?
Bob Gibson decided to have Larry Sonko run the ball instead. And
Dumb-Annie.
the handoff was promptly botched in epic fashion, fumbled and recovered by Eagles' Herm Edwards, who didn't just scoop it up, but managed to return it to the end zone for a game-winning touchdown that absolutely crushed Giants fans. But hey,
Damn.
which moment or story do you think is the least likely to happen again? Which one was your favorite? Let us
The
know in the
least
comment
likely to
section
happen
below.
again, bro. Honestly, let's see. Let's go back through this again. Which ones were up here? I mean, I feel like the Saints one could happen again. Like if the Lions go to the Super Bowl. Let's see. I don't know, bro. I mean, probably this. Like, bro, smoking a cigarette on live TV is kind of crazy. But I want to know what you guys think down in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoy. If you do, you guys like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Turn on post notifications, get notified whenever I drop another banger video. Wonder what the thread is. Send me get the more banger in the field content like this. And without further ado, I'm out. Gang.